Hey yo! Recently, I competed in Season 2 of Craftsuke, a Minecraft parkour competition hosted by Jack is Trash. Spoiler alert, I ended up nearly winning, and I feel like doing just a video to go through my runs across 2 seasons since I had a lot of fun participating on the competition. This is like a commentary sort of thing, so feel free to just have the audio playing whilst you're gaming or something, I don't know, but anyway, let's watch my first run, which was in Season 1's first qualifying episode.
Our second last competitor is Wizzy, the Minecraft Ninja Warrior host
I
from
was the second
Australia.
last competitor of this episode. I
Australia,
can't remember who was last.
just like hand
I
in
think
hand.
this was my second
And
ever
he
competition.
failed
My
Curtis,
first
so let's
was
see if he can be
Season
the best
3 of
Australian in this
Star
episode.
Challenge, which
He has
hopefully
taken
my
a very
result will be
interesting strategy
out
which
kind
we
of
haven't seen
soon over
before on the
on
quintuple
that
steps,
channel.
but it is time efficient
Quintuple
and it
steps. A
doesn't
lot of
look
people
too
were
risky
failing
right
those, so
now.
I
He
just want
is
to take
through
those
and through
slow.
with his ladder.
You don't get any
1, 2,
redos in
3. Now
qualifiers. It's
domino
just one
effect.
attempt, you fall,
Four
you're done.
obstacles stand between him
Okay,
and
domino effect.
pausing on the
So this obstacle was taking a lot of people. There was a 3+1 into a 4 block jump, and pretty much just to get through this, I used a technique called jamming. If you know what jamming is, just feel free to skip ahead, but it's basically just mashing forward and space together so you go the same distance pretty much every time. And you can do this when you're like on the back edge of a 4 block jump or like a 3+1, pretty much any hard jump. Okay, not any hard jump, whatever. But you can just do it while you're not sprinting, and at the height of your jump, you can just hold your sprint key, and you pretty much always make the 3+1 or 4 block. It's really nice. It's way easier than just brute forcing it.
the 4 block. Not a good
So yeah,
idea.
that's pretty much just what
Somehow
I
it
did for
covers.
that. Kind of
Now he's
cheesed
onto
it.
barrel roll.
Onto barrel
Just
roll,
bounce
this
onto
was
the first one. Now
another
the
4
4 block.
block.
Really lining
I
it up,
probably
and
could
he's
have
done
just run down
it.
like onto the lower
He's
ledge, but
dismounted
I don't
into
know,
the
I found
first
that kind of
bars.
inconsistent during practice.
On the first,
Another 4 block
second, no
there,
retreat in this time.
another jam.
Lining
This
up the second
this
4
course
block.
was
He's
just
done it.
infested with
7 seconds
four
stand
blocks,
between him and a
and
mega
that's
wall.
what just
Into the
everyone was
wall
failing.
barrier.
Okay, little cut there. So in my original attempt, I jumped over a pressure plate which activates the lights on the warped wall. You can see on the warped wall there, like there's white lights. Usually that's yellow, but I jumped over it and go up the wall. And after I did it, Jack just told the host just told me, "Hey, can you just do it again? Just activate the lights this time." So yeah, I had to do it again. My original time was counted though,
Get it in one.
which
He
ended
goes
up
up
being
and hits the button with
just
a
under
mega
50
wall.
seconds.
Clear.
50-second is the time
Oh,
limit for getting a
that was
chance at the
before a
Mega
mega
Wall.
wall.
And if you get
This
up, you
episode
can
just
skip the
got exciting.
semifinals. So
14
I
milliseconds stood
barely
between him and
managed to get a
victory.
chance to do the Mega Wall.
Now,
Uh,
all eyes
I
are
think I
on
was
him.
pausing for a while here.
A 12 block tall mega wall.
I really
Wizzy
was
versus
taking
the
a while.
mega wall. If he
Holy.
gets up, he gets to skip
Yo,
the
past Wizzy,
semi-finals
hurry the heck up.
and goes straight to Vegas.
Please.
Taking his time. He's gonna go
Alright,
for
build
it.
up.
He
Can
goes,
I get up?
jumps at the right
Get the
time,
jump.
and he
Boom.
gets up and clears the mega
I
wall.
just held down right click so I'd hit the
Wizzy
button.
is advancing
You don't need to
straight
time
to
the button press,
Vegas.
just hold down right click while you're jumping.
Congratulations.
And yeah, I managed to get
First
Mega
clear
Wall.
of the episode.
I was the only Mega Wall of the
That's
season, which is kind of funny actually. So yeah, we're just gonna head to the finals, my stage 2 run.
It is
Alright,
Wizzy.
here I
We
am
last see him in
at
semi-finals
the
as he
finals,
fast
stage
passed on
1.
Vegas
I was the
in
last runner this
qualifying
time,
by getting up
which
a
I
mega
guess it
wall.
was
He
because I
hosts
am
his
Mega
own
Wall.
competition
This
called Minecraft
run
Ninja
happened like
Warrior.
right
You should
after
go check
the
that
first
out.
season of Ninja
But
Warrior
he is
came
getting
out. Thank you
ready
for shouting it
this
out,
first
Jack.
stage. He may be a bit rusty as he didn't get to do any
I
ninja
was
during the
not rusty at all
semi-finals.
coming into this.
But he is heading through the
Alright,
slide zone.
off on the course. That
Making it
first
look
obstacle is
easy.
completely free. So is this next one. Mega barrel
Nicely
roll.
done.
Way easier than the actual barrel roll. Just abuse jump
The
boost.
giant barrel roll, mega barrel roll, I keep getting them confused. But he is
Giant
through.
roller
Now it's a
coaster
giant
now.
roller
Just
coaster.
spam
See, I
click
got
the
that one right.
minecarts.
Now
Just
a little bit of a
absolutely
Minecraft
spamming the
SASUKE
crap out
action.
of my right mouse
Gonna
key.
cruise down to the third track. A massive
Easy
audience
enough.
behind him.
Okay, jumping
Bowling is currently
spider.
in fifth team.
Little story about the jumping spider. So you can see, like, there's vines. This is just a vine jumping spider. it wasn't always like this. Originally, it was going to be a water jumping spider, which was difficult, but if you practice it enough, like you should be fine. But I'm not gonna name who, someone just complained that like, oh, it was too difficult. No one's gonna get through this, and somehow like Jack believed him, and he changed it last minute to this vine kind of variant, which kind of sucks because this ended up being way harder than the water one. It took out a bunch of people. It took out Cam, it took out Swerve, it took out Bowling Miner, and all of them they're pretty good. So
Just in
I just had
12th
to not
place.
choke
So
here.
if Wizzy gets through the
Go
jumping
up,
spider, he knocks out
try to
Bowling.
get through. Those are two
Is he
block
gonna
gaps
do
with
it? Yes,
vines,
Bowling has
possible on
been
bedrock,
eliminated from
but
the
they're pretty hard.
competition.
Right after I got through jumping
Can
spider,
Wizzy get a buzzer?
I pretty much knew I was
He got a
going to stage
qualifying
2
buzzer, a
because
Mega Wall
it's
buzzer
top
to be
12
exact.
advances to stage 2. You didn't actually have to
Can
clear,
he get up
which
the
is pretty
wall and
funny.
one?
I just kind of
No, he
forgot to jump on the
won't.
warped
He's
wall for
gonna
my
have to
first
go for a
attempt.
second attempt, and he's up.
Alright, so I skipped a button there on those redstone lamps. That activates what's called the high road, which is just a minecart that goes down a track. If you go through the next obstacle quick enough, you could have tried to go for it, and I didn't press the button because I thought the timing on the high road, if you do it, it saves a lot of time, but if you don't, you risk like falling on the next obstacle since you're kind of rushing. But I thought it was the timing was like really strict, and I tried it again after my run. The timing was lenient. I really should have gone for the high road,
Skipping the high
but
road, 30
ultimately, I don't
seconds to
really
go.
think it
What
mattered.
a pace.
Seventh
Onto the
obstacle, I
fourth
think this
point.
was coin flip,
Stalling.
and I just kind of walk off.
No!
Press spacebar, a little bit too
Just
late.
walks off the final coin. Just look at that
Honestly, it was fine though. I think I got like third or
That's such a
fourth,
shocking fall.
because like only
He
two
managed to
people cleared, which was kind of
breeze through
crazy.
the jumping spider, which many others couldn't.
A
He
lot of
made it
people
look
failed
like
this,
light
yeah.
work, but when it came to the coin flip, it just maybe
Big
jumped
ol'
too
choke.
late or didn't get a jump.
It's all good.
He
Still
didn't
advanced to stage 2, and we'll get to my next run right now.
landing.
Alright,
Craftsuke,
here I
champion
am
one,
on
is
stage
Wizzy.
3 of
Minecraft.
Craftsuke, and you might be wondering, well, Wizzy, what happened to your stage 2? Well, stage 2 was going to be like kind of like a race format, like the ones on season 15 and 16 of American Ninja Warrior. And my opponent was Frog, who lives in South America. And while we were like racing, I mean, technically, I was having ping issues as well. I was getting like a lot of frame drops for just no explainable reason. But Frog was lagging like crazy, and literally the second obstacle, Salmon Ladder, was kind of like ping related, and she just was, and she just legit couldn't do it most of the time due to no fault of her own. So eventually, after like 7 attempted runs and like all of them being screwed by just ping and lag, Jack just kind of decided, yeah, just both move to stage 3, just for convenience. So I mean, hey, both in. I'm happy with that, and I think Frog put up a pretty solid run anyway, so it was worth it.
Ninja Warrior
I
host
was the
from
last runner
Australia.
once
I know
again.
it's
I'm not sure
unfortunate,
why I was the last
but
runner. I didn't even
he
have
is
the
on
best
last hope
result.
of achieving total
First
victory.
obstacle, yeah, that's
So,
completely
can he
free.
do what no
And
one
then
else
the
has been
honey
able to do
floating
and
boards. I
go
was
for
being
the third
so
stage?
cautious here.
Well,
Did not
we'll
want to
find
slip.
out very shortly.
I think
He
it
is
was
on the floating
3
boards,
attempts
onto the
on
third board
stage
now,
3. Just go from the back if
taking
you
a more
fail.
cautious approach, and he's on the fourth.
That final jump, there's actually an
Just
extra barrier
transition
block
off,
to the left of that
and
honey.
now into
So
Damien Lock.
it was very free. Now Damien Lock, this is
Only
kind
a
of a cool
Norwegian has
obstacle.
failed this,
Open the
but it
trapdoor and
does
just
show
jump
that it is
through.
failable, so it should not be a
This one's a 3+1, but with the panes above.
Taking
Jack
time to
added those
load it
last
up,
minute, so I couldn't
and
do
he's
like a
through.
setup, and I ended up just doing a
One
setup
more,
jump anyway. It just did not matter.
and
Next
he
jump,
made it
that's
through
pretty easy.
Damien Lock. Now the ultimate
An
cliffhanger.
ultimate cliffhanger. A lot of these kind of jumps are
And he's
just 3
gonna
plus ones,
speed
4
through the
blocks,
first ledge,
but you do
second
get
ledge,
enough momentum luckily.
third, and he's on the fourth. Now
Boom.
the
This
first
flip's
flip.
kind of hard.
He's gonna skip.
I
that
managed to
next
do it.
ledge.
Skipping that ledge on the right there is
A
way
lot
easier, because
quicker.
otherwise you're doing a back wall
What
4
a
block.
pace he's putting
Speaking
on.
of back wall
Now
4
the
blocks,
second flip, the
this
toughest one,
shit,
and he's done it. And now
yeah, I think that 4 block took out a bunch of people, or at least a bunch of attempts. I don't know, but somehow it didn't take. I went 3 for 3 on that jump, and I still don't know how because that's a pretty hard jump on bedrock. You can't really do any setups on it, which is kind of annoying.
The angled four block.
And then this one, there's a
He's
cut there, or perspective change. No, it's a cut because I ended up failing that twice somehow. Yeah, I made the back wall 4 block twice, and no, 3 times, and just missed the way easier jump, which is pretty funny in hindsight.
made it. Now
On my last attempt,
dismount.
I managed to get through. Boom.
And he's into the broken body
Onto
prop.
broken body prop.
Only Corey
This obstacle
goes
sucks
here.
on bedrock because
So will
timings
he
are
be
just
the
inconsistent.
second
On
person to
Java,
get through?
this obstacle would probably
He
be
is
very
arguably
easy
the most competent and
because
has one of
timings
the
are,
highest
I feel like, a
chances.
lot more consistent.
He's taking his time to line these up. More time than most other people.
Yeah, you gotta line
which
a
is
lot of these
little
jumps
bit
up
concerning.
perfectly. Not really that
But
one
he
though.
should be fine, as the
You
only
can
one to
jam
get
that
up the
one.
mega wall
You
is
can
Bullet
jam
Boy.
this one as well, and I just kind of walk off.
Wizzy goes down on
I
the
probably
broken
forgot to
body
jam it.
prop,
Just kind of
and the
slipped.
tournament is
Unfortunate.
over. Just like that.
Steal the horse there.
It is
See ya,
game
nerds.
over. Everyone has been taken out by the third stage.
Nobody completed stage
Let's
3
look at
this time.
run again.
And I think I got technically
On the
tied
cliffhanger,
second
he
best
could
result,
do what only a
which
few could
I was okay
by
with.
making it through
But
stage
I kind of wanted to beat stage 3,
skipping
so
a
that's
lot
why
on
I signed up for Craftsuke 2, and we'll get to that right now.
There have already been
Alright,
two
here I am,
clears.
Craftsuke Season 2. I was part of the first qualifier, I was the last runner
Up the
again.
wall twice. He has to get there first. So
Time limit for
here
Mega
we
Wall
go.
still 50 seconds, but I feel like this course was just infinitely easier than the last one.
He knows
The
how
first
to
2
go
obstacles,
fast.
very easy, this one as well.
Surfer,
You can hold
and he's
space
into
on
a
slime in
skip,
Bedrock
an
to just
amazing
go
bounce,
way further, it's
and
pretty
he's
funny
going around the
mechanic.
jump hand Kai too.
You can skip
25
that obstacle,
seconds,
yep,
he's
that's
second
allowed, and I
fastest
just held
Corey.
spacebar down here.
This is a crazy
Completely
run,
free obstacle.
and it looks
Going
like
up the warped wall,
Wizzy is gonna
and
clear with a
boom,
time of
clear.
35.95.
The official time in the bottom left there, that's actually wrong. I think my real time was around like 32 to 33 seconds because it's meant to start when you jump onto the first obstacle, but the timer in the top left started like pretty much when I was still on the platform. So I ended up losing like 2-3 seconds on that timer, but not in my actual time.
Is a
Doesn't really
number
matter. I got to try the Mega Wall anyway.
Congratulations with the fastest time of the night. This is his moment.
That was not the fastest time of the night, actually. Cam, Good Morning Cam ended up getting the fast time of the night just by like a second.
Probably the only
So,
person.
yep, good
Here we
misinformation.
He's
Going up
for
the
it.
warped wall, can I do? I mean, Mega Wall, can I do it? Yeah, I got it.
Easy.
Pretty much
Wizzy
as soon as
up
I
the
jumped
Mega
that time,
Wall.
I knew I got the Mega Wall. Like,
Stage two.
first season,
We're looking
I got
at
the Mega Wall, I was like, oh, holy crap, I did it.
run. I
And this
want
time, like,
to
as soon as I jumped, I knew I was gonna make it.
But
Kind of
Wizzy
sound. I know that sounds
made it
overconfident,
even
but it
better.
is what happened.
Through the
And with
curtain
this,
slider.
I got to skip stage
Makes
1
it like a
of
playground, really,
Craftsuke
like a
2,
child
which
game.
I'm actually very thankful for because this stage 1 was kind of hard. Alright, time for my stage 2 run. In my opinion, and also Jack's opinion, funnily enough, this stage 2 is way easier than stage 1.
The Minecraft Ninja Warrior host.
I think like only 3 people ended up actually failing this out of like 15 or something, which is quite funny. The other person commentating is Hamodo. Shout out to Hamodo, shout out to Britsuke, another comp. I'm getting blacklisted because I think I started from the wrong spot on the course. I ended up starting like pretty much at the front of the starting platform. I was meant to go in the middle, but they just didn't tell me. Cannonball climb. That's a skip there. You're meant to go... Actually, no, you're not meant to, but you can go all the way up, but that loses a bunch of time. So you can just go from the middle there onto the scaffolding. That little jump there, that was kind of hard. Probably the hardest jump in this course. And I have not got a lot of time left. I've made it through onto the falling shelves, and yep, this is legal. You can just go through the middle. Kinda lame. Managed to clear of just under 5 seconds. I was gonna go for the intended route, which you just go on the slabs of the falling shelves. But I kind of heard when I got to the obstacle, Jack told me I didn't have that much time left, so I just did the lame route. It's whatever. Moving on to stage three.
There's a
Now
pillar
for
over
my
here.
stage three run, I
Yeah, I
was
can't. Oh wait,
second last
Oh my
runner
god, it's
of
Wizzy.
stage three.
what? I know that guy.
I
How
think
is
at
that
this
Minecraft
point, like,
actually
Jack and
this
Homoto
slow?
had been
Hold
commentating
on.
for literally an hour,
He's
or
on.
nearly
I
an
got
hour, so
lucky.
they were
I
just
got
so
lucky
out of
with
it at this
yeah.
point.
My
And
horn
also,
like
a lot of
starts
the
like
stage 3 runs were
turning up
just
before it finishes, so
incredibly
it's really
slow.
slow. It's kind of hard to take a shit.
So
That's
hopefully mine's a little bit faster. Speaking of slow, I am going hella
What's
slow
the
on
right here?
these Sidewinder pillars, just the vine
Oh, yeah.
pillars.
KSI Golden Buzzer.
bro.
A little
KSI.
bit of an early dismount. That obstacle's pretty free, so is this
Anyway,
one.
Wizzy is on the spin but we are talking about different topics because we are that bored.
I can't lie.
Commentators are just
When he
not
from
commentating the run.
Britain's Got Talent.
I mean, if they have been commentating for an hour straight, I kind of don't
I
blame them.
might do that.
Gotta go
I'll be a
down
judge.
these little
I'll
things.
replace
I don't know what they're
myself.
called.
I'm just like the.
Well, obviously they're vines, but like
If you really think about it.
the IRL term, are they freaking like handholds? I don't know, whatever. Ultimate cliffhanger.
The Craftsuke cliffhanger.
They renamed it the Craftsuke cliffhanger. I beat this last time. So, yeah, it was a little cut there. How this stage worked is that because I hadn't fallen up until this point in any attempts, I think Swerves didn't as well. Maybe a couple others, but I ended up getting 5 total fails, and from where you fail, you actually get to go from the point you failed, and you get a net for the jump you failed, which made this course very lenient actually. Without that rule, I feel like nobody would have beaten it. So I ended up using one of my 5 on that flip, which was kind of surprising because I didn't have any problems with it last season,
Failed.
but it's fine. Just gotta get to the end. Hopefully, I don't lose any more attempts.
That's cool. That's
This
cool.
ledge moves up and down now, which makes it a lot
Hopefully the next
easier.
tournament will be, like,
It's no longer a back wall 4 block. New obstacle now, curtain cling.
Watching Wizzy.
It's just a bunch of Neos.
Exactly.
Oh, there's a
And
cut
it's
there.
on Twitter.
Kind of weird, because I do not remember failing that specific jump. I remember failing this one, though. Komodo is playing a soundboard. He is really just that bored.
I'm losing my mind.
Can I get to this next curtain, the third one? Yes, I can. I think I only used one more attempt on the curtain cling.
Fill the entire gap
I think.
in this commentary so that we didn't have to do anything.
Oh, there's a cut there.
Sound effects. And
Oh, maybe I didn't.
how fast his pressure
Maybe I used 2. Uh-oh.
Cool experience.
That's not good.
I mean, I have nitro.
Alright, onto the pressure cooker. You gotta... Yeah, you can place these end rods onto the pillars.
Oh, are you spoiling results? Oh my god. Jack is.
I have no idea what Jack and Homoto are yapping
Oh
about.
my god.
Oh, a little Pessy there. It's a good little technique for head hitters. Very nice. And then I like that little maneuver, just place and then block clutch. And you gotta jump around the pillar. You cannot place those end rods on the block. You do have to block clutch. And you only get 16 rods, and a lot of people had some like really funny strategies for I accidentally placed 2.
Very good.
And just a little kind of swerve there, little turn. A lot of people had some crazy strategies for that one. Like people were making like bridges out of the end rods because you're allowed to do that. Pizza party, probably the hardest obstacle because you gotta do a pretty insane kind of turn.
He's lining his jump up for the
I ended up using 1 attempt on that one. Kind of sad.
Brilliant.
And I don't know why there's another cut there. I don't remember failing the jump onto the freaking bar. I do this one without using extra attempts though. I do that one first try, which is actually the harder kind of jump,
It is incredible.
which is nice. And I'm onto the final obstacle. I've got 2 more fails left, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
So I just gotta stay on this bar.
Hit the button. Hit the button.
That's all I gotta do.
Hit the button.
Very inspirational from Homoto.
The
And this
suicide
final
rate
jump,
is
you do get a speed boost. It is very inconsistent. You gotta line up, time
Well,
it
they're
pretty
not
well,
pronouncing shit.
and yep, cut there, but I managed to complete it. I used my extra 2 attempts, or extra 2 fails on that jump, so if I fell one more time, yep, I wasn't making it. That's kind of funny. Finishing just over 4 minutes, which, I thought that was a decent time to beat stage 3. But then Swerve comes in into the run after and beats it in like 2:30, which is just insane. So I'm moving on to stage 4, one of 3 to do so. Let's head over to that run.
The second
Alright, this is
runner,
what
the
it all
tried and
comes
tested
down to.
gold miner,
The
is
rope
Wizzy.
climb. It's literally just a rope climb. I was with Swerve. At this point, we were in a VC. He was giving me some encouragement.
Can
Let's see what he can do.
he do it? He's up. 30
I
seconds
really
to
thought
clock
that,
in.
like, before anything, I was
Can he
kind
get
of
to the
cooked.
top?
I did
Unlike
not
the
think
miner.
Jeez.
I was going to do well on this rope climb. Because
Very
after that
good,
first couple, like, at the 40 kind of point, pretty much all of these next jumps up the rope are head hitters, and if you miss one, you go, like, all the way back down, or close to it.
Oh no, the
Which is
clap
kinda
is now
crazy.
sounding. Oh my god.
And, yep, I'm throwing hard.
He's down to 5
And then,
seconds.
suddenly,
And still
I just get, like a bunch
Oh
of
my
perfect
God.
jumps in a row.
No!
I'm literally at the top.
Okay, I'm not gonna
And
lie,
I
it was
fail.
completely frozen on my screen, bro. I thought he was
Unfortunate.
stuck at 30 and you were saying, there's still hope.
I have no idea what the heck came over me in that last, like, 5-ish seconds. But something definitely came over me, because I just hit, like, 10 perfect head hitters in a row. Without, like, moving to the back edge. I just completely BS'd them. And I honestly could have made it had I done that a bit earlier. But I think I actually did get to the top on my screen, but the button was behind me and I just didn't 180 in time to press it. Unfortunate. Yep, that's all of my Craftsuke runs. I hope you enjoyed this little commentary. And I'll be returning for Craftsuke Season 3 whenever that is. Hopefully I can win this time.